Hello, as you know, my name is Pastor Marc Amadi, and today I want to speak to you about the man, the Antichrist. Who is he? He's going to be an evil man. So the Bible calls him the son of perdition, and also calls him the man of sin, and also calls him the beast and the Antichrist. He's going to be Satan's number two man. You see, Satan is a copycat. You see, as God has the Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, Satan copies everything. So here Satan is the head, followed by Antichrist, and then the false prophet. These three are the satanic trinity. This man is going to be an evil man, really, really evil man, and he's going to shed more blood than Adolf Hitler and all the world dictators put together. And I'm going to share with you a bit, just in a little while, how the reason is going to be responsible for sharing millions and millions of blood. But before then, I'm going to read to you Revelation 13, verses 1 and 2b. It says, "Then I stood on the sand of the sea, and I saw a beast rising out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and on his horns 10 crowns, and on his head a blasphemous name. The dragon gave him his power, his throne, and great authority." You see, we can see here that he comes out of the sea. You see, in the Bible, the sea represents a world of people. That is to say, the Antichrist is not going to be a bishop or a pope. No, it's going to be a politician. You see, this man is going to be a tremendous leader. He's going to be a military expert. He's going to be very, very gifted man. It is possible that he is getting educated somewhere in some institution. But he's going to be a very evil man. You see, he's going to be the key player during the 7-year Great Tribulation. You see, the first 3.5 years of his reign is going to be mild, but the last 3.5 years is going to be horrible. In fact, the Bible tells us in Revelation 13, between 1 and 6, that you see he's going to be executed. And he's going to copy what Jesus did, coming back to life. But Satan is going to enter into him, and it's going to become very, very bad. It's at this time that he's going to introduce the number 666. Now, the reason I'm telling you that this man is going to shed tremendous amount of blood is because anybody who refuses to get this mark to be identified with the mark 666 is going to be executed. And many people know today, that know about the mark 666. It's just so many are going to refuse to get that mark. It's among those who refuse to get that mark are many who get born again after the rapture of the church. Because after the rapture of the church, many people who are hearing, who have heard the gospel, like some of you who are hearing the gospel, who kind of resist getting born again. You see, many of them are going to be converted. You see, and many of them are going to refuse to take the mark 666. So there's going to be an awful lot of bloodshed in different parts of the world, because he's going to institute, there's going to be a lot of ID stations, that is identification stations, where people get the mark 666. But behind this station is going to be a slaughter. There'll be slaughter machines. Those who refuse to get the mark, they'll be slaughtered, they'll be executed instantly. You see, you'll be asked to reject Jesus Christ and to accept the mark. But when you say no, you'll be executed. But there's also a message of hope here. You see, Antichrist is going to reign for 7 years. And after these 7 years, he's going to be, you see, Jesus is going to come for the battle of Armageddon. And he's going to win that battle. And he's going to arrest the Antichrist and his assistant, the false prophet. And both of them are going to be the first to be put in the lake of fire, and they're going to be there forever and ever and ever and ever. And Satan himself will be arrested and put in a bottomless pit for 1,000 years. That's going to be a long imprisonment. So I want you to know that Satan is really, really very furious because he knows his future. He knows what's going to happen to him. So it's going to be in the bottomless pit for 1,000 years, after which he'll be released. He'll try to tempt the world again, and then he'll be eventually arrested again, and then this time put in the lake of fire. So there's a message of hope, because God said it's going to put an end of sin, and it's going to usher in everlasting righteousness. This is the message of hope, ladies and gentlemen. It's many of us grieve, many of us are sad because of temptation and sin. By the way, when Satan is in the bottomless pit for 1,000 years, there will be no more temptation in the whole world, because Jesus is going to rule on earth here for 1,000 years during the millennium. Please, this is the time to give your life to Jesus. The future is Jesus Christ. This is the time. Now is the accepted time for salvation. Tomorrow might be too late. Receive Jesus today. God bless you.